All right, so now that we've got the vapor barrier all done, the insulation done, the wiring done, we're working on the V-match on the ceiling. What we're using here is a 1x5 cedar V-match from a local sawmill. Happens to be less than 2 miles from us, so it's kind of handy. We're just going to go ahead, we're going to start nailing that up. We're going to bring you along for the ride. So hang on and we'll get it done. Just hold that in right there for a minute. Okay. We'll take the right side. Or the left side. All right, so we ran out of V-match yesterday, as you can see. We got probably about halfway up across the angled portion of the ceiling, and the flat part is about 10 feet long, wide I should say. So we figure we got about 15 feet more on average to get done. We did go this morning and pick up what we hope is enough to finish it. And you'll notice that, hey, we've got staging. The 25-foot gooseneck trailer fits in the door with about an inch on either side to spare. So we've made ourselves some pretty good little staging. So we're going to get going, and we're going to see if we can't get this ceiling done and start mounting some lights. You'll notice exciting news. We've got some LEDs over there on the bench that we've plugged in temporarily, but we're excited to get some real light in here so you guys can see what we're doing. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get set up here, and you guys can watch us put up a bunch of V-match. All right, so as you saw, we've made some pretty good progress. I backed the trailer up a couple inches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the garage door down onto the trailer. And I think I'm going to take the wheels off the top of the panel and lay the panel down. Just give us a little bit more working room up here. So rather than trying to reach out in that 3 feet, I'm pretty sure if I fold this panel down, I'll have a lot more room. So I'm going to go grab a couple tools. We're going to do that. We'll be right back. There, I think that's going to give us a lot more room to work up above it. And yeah, so give us a second and we're going to get back to work. So one of the things I want to point out is because we're buying our lumber, our V-match from a local sawmill, they don't square the ends up. So we're having to square the ends up on these. And when you cut logs in the woods for a sawmill, you always cut them long. So if you're going to sell an 8-foot log to the sawmill, you're going to cut it 8'3", 8'6", somewhere in that ballpark, to allow the sawmill to square the end up if they're making true dimensional lumber. So as you see, I looked through the pile a little bit, trying to find one that was a little bit long. My spot right here that I need to do the next board is 8'9", and I have one here that's 8'10", because somebody was generous and cut their log a little long. So what was purchased as an 8-foot board is now filling a hole that's 8'10", which would cause me to go to a 10 or a 12 foot. So when you're buying lumber from a local sawmill, keep that in mind. Sometimes you can find a longer piece to fit a specific need like I just did here. Okay. Be right there. And you'll also notice that we switched to a cordless skill saw. That's basically because we didn't want to have to keep getting up and down and going to the miter box over there. The miter box is much more accurate, but in this case, it is a woodworking shop. The joints are going to show a little bit. We're getting perfectly acceptable results with the cordless skill saw. So that's what we're going to do. It just saves us a lot of up and down time. All right, we're gonna go have lunch and we'll be back.